So today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about making sense of the chaos. And this house is similar to a lot of other houses. The stuff is just a little bit different. But when you walk into a house, you might see tons of boxes. And when you look in the boxes, you might see tons of random items that have no rhyme or reason. Every once in a while, you'll come across one that has all the things in it that's supposed to be in it. And other times you just come and you open it up and you're like, I have absolutely zero idea. There's one right there, actually. We can show the top of this box. It's just random. There's nothing to it. I mean, so you just kind of go, okay, how are we going to do this? And so the thing about something like this is there's a lot of little stuff in here. And the goal is to get rid of all the stuff. And there's a couple different ways you could do that. One way would be to say, do like a grab bag and say, we're going to have a plastic bag and everything you can fit in that bag for $5 you can take with you. Another way is to individually price everything. Another way is to group like things together and bundle them up and have them already pre-bundled so that people can take something. The benefit to that is you can maybe put a couple good things with something that maybe somebody might not want otherwise, and then you're getting rid of that thing, but you're also selling something that somebody might want. So there's a lot of different ways to go about it, but it's very daunting to walk into a room and have zero idea how that's going to happen. And so a lot of in the beginning, it's just making room so that you can get to the next step. And all of estate sales is just about one step to the next step to the next step until the final step when you have everything done and priced. So what we had to do in this room is there's stuff all over the ground. None of this stuff is junk. None of it is trash. It's all good. Most of it is brand new. A lot of it is just used grandkids' toys. And she had a lot of stuff actually grouped together for the most part. So we kind of had something to start with. But what we had to do was get organizational surface space to be able to continue moving on. So we had to move things out of this room so that we can move tables in here to move things back into this room. So what you're seeing right now is the results of moving. Well, these things have been moved probably 2 or 3 times by now. We had an idea at the beginning to make a game space, but what often happens within a sale is you'll go, I didn't realize we had this many games. So you'll maybe start with a small space and be like, we're not going to have room to fit all these games. So we're going to have a whole shelf. So you move it into one place and then you end up moving it to a different place. But what you're seeing is us in the midst of doing that. So this room is in no way finished, but it does make a lot more sense than when we started. So this is going to be our table of our working table. And what we're kind of doing when we do this is Lindsay, one of the wonderful people that helps me with these sales, she had this idea in her mind. She's like, why don't we take some of these plastic bags that kind of come in toys and stuff and group things together so that they're bundled, and then we can put a price on that bundle. And I thought that was a fantastic idea. And then the lady that we're doing the sale for actually did a lot of reselling. So she had a ton of these bags that she's like, y'all can use these. I don't use these anymore. I mean, she has tons of them. So what we started doing is putting things together as they made sense. Now, some of those things are going to be, let's see. So this is a miscellaneous bag. You see this has, and so we kind of, when I put this bag together, it was like ponytail holders. Every teenage girl and young girl wants ponytail holders. We have this interesting little shampoo bottle of like stuff to find. And then this is a dream catcher. So in my mind, when I was making it, I was like, this is for like a tween girl, maybe for her stocking stuffer. So when we started putting together these little bitty small bags, we said this would be great stocking stuffers. So as we're putting them together, we're going to say, this is maybe for a boy that's younger. This is for a girl that's maybe older. And then somebody could come in and pay $2 for this. And now they have all their stocking stuffers for their stockings because we have Christmas coming up. The other thing that we had was toys that went together. So as an example, these are magnetic building blocks and you can create things out of them. we keep finding these in places, so we've left this bag open because we're going to eventually just sell it, because this is probably how they bought it in the store. We have stuff like this. This is all the same toy, but it all goes with the same game, and so we wanted to put those all together. We had a lot of the American Girl doll and the little My Girl for the Target dolls, a lot of accessories for them. So we have to go, okay, how are we going to group these together? So Lindsay decided to group them into food. We have food, we have accessories, we have clothes, and cooking pots and pans, things like that, because they all go with different stuff. But you could easily come in and instead of bundling all the tomato and an egg and all that stuff, put it in one bag, and then we've marked it with our color coding system, and it's going to be $5 for the bag, and that'll be on the first day. So someone is most likely, when they come in here and they see all of this stuff, it's basically like walking into a retail store, unless you know what you're in here to find. Because if you go into Target and you're looking for a toy, you at least have an idea of what toy you're looking for. When you walk into here, people don't have any idea what is going to be inside unless they've seen a picture of it or somewhere online. So you have to figure out a way to get their brain from being so overwhelmed that they can't shop. And so what we're going to do eventually is do really good labeling about what things are what, so that when they walk in, they can see a sign and say, all that stuff is Hot Wheels, and then we can go straight to the Hot Wheels section and then kind of go from there. But that's how we start doing things like this. So this bag idea is genius because, and then you tape the top so that people can't open it. You want to tape the top. You don't want people to start breaking into it and taking stuff out. But the reason for stuff that's just little miscellaneous stuff, that stuff even as an organizer can be incredibly overwhelming. It's very difficult to know how much of something, this little stuff that people are going to buy and how much to price them, but you give it more value when you put things together anyway. So so that's it for this sale. This is going to be our toy room. We're trying to fit all of our toys in here, and we have a Pez room, we have home decor room. So we tried to kind of go by what we're seeing and then organize the rooms accordingly, while also being able to have space for people to walk around and actually shop. So hope this is helpful. Bye.